Hope that all is well. Happy Friday to everyone. It is I don't know. Is it the Halloween weekend? Halloween is next week, right? What is it, Tuesday? Okay, but I'm sure people are going to be, doing their trick or treating and all their fun stuff this weekend. And I'm sure some folk got plans for folk with all of their, whatever kind of black magic witchcraft they do, on people on the Halloween. Okay. But anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I'm Kenyatta, the ArtKitech. On this channel, we destroy and build simultaneously, for there can be no resurrection without destruction. Again, my name is Kenyatta, but you will refer to me as Miss Kenyatta, ma'am, princess, goddess, high priestess. Okay. What did I say? Princess, all that stuff. Okay. Or whatever I tell you to refer to me as. All right. I will not tolerate any one being common with me. Okay. In any way, or with those who are genuine in their support. Okay. On my channel. As well, I don't have no enemies. Okay. As she stated. Okay. Love and goodwill, taken care of within oneself, eliminates that without. All right. So, tonight, I think that, I don't think I'm going to be on here very long tonight. Me and my daughter, we're going to watch us a movie. That's usually our Saturday thing, but we're going to do it tonight. Have us a taco salad. Okay. I forgot to get the sour cream, but I ain't going back out there to get any either. Oh, what am I looking for? Okay. So the other night I mentioned how I didn't know my dad's role or his family's role in this thing that this life situation that I have, with all these people and factions and groups and God knows who, what else, set out to attack me and destroy me, CILL me, and all of this kind of stuff, for money. Okay, I just knows when shit was strange and all. Okay. I have felt that he really didn't know. I have felt though that he probably did receive some kind of financial, payment to take me, when I was born. Okay. But all that other shit, I don't think he knew. And, along with that, good evening to who's ever in, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button. Okay. Like I said, regardless of who you are, you're in here, hit the goddamn thumbs up button. All right. But anyway, I like my hair like this. Okay. Starting to just braid it as it grows out. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be doing, I think that's wannabe Beelzebub, because I just want to be Beelzebub's daughter, some stank energy. But anyway, she always watching. Okay. Probably won't lock it anymore. I don't think I want to lock. I had locks about 3 or 4 times. Had sister locks twice. Okay, traditional locks a few times. Okay, I think I'm gonna move on from that, and I don't really want to shave it anymore, but we'll see what happens. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't feel as though he really knew happening. And I do feel as though, I think things were said to him about me that were not true. People, love to lie on folk. Okay, now, as we can see, over there, mustard, I want to say greens. That's probably what she's smelling like. That's probably what you're smelling like, bitch. Okay. But anyway, y'all know how that shit, when it's cooking like broccoli and greens and kale, oof, strong smell. Okay. But anyway, I feel like, that these are, that's what people have been, that's what people do. Okay. And I ain't gonna say every single person I have met witchcraft. Okay. But well, it's interesting that did bring me when that happened just now, the connection acting up. Okay, but it's been acting up off and on for a few days now. But when I did my my reading last night, okay, I went back and I looked at it, and there's like a whole section, okay, of now you can hear my voice clearly if you really listen, but it was, you know, I was channeling something specific, and I said, interesting, okay. And of course, it only showed me when I got off, like, I don't know, 5 views, and then when I think at to date it shows like 18 views. I said, yeah, but that was like right after I got off. I went and looked at it, a few minutes. I said, if ain't nobody fucking listening, don't nobody give a fuck about what I'm saying, that wouldn't happen. There are people listening and watching. And it wasn't for the whole time, you know, it was just for, I don't know, a few minutes worth, but it was a specific channeling that I had, you know, about, I don't know, false mother and memories and all of that type of stuff. Lovely type of sound, you know, and I checked, is it my ear? I took them off, and then I just, you know, listened to it through the device, and I was like, oh, okay, I see. And then as soon as all that was said and done, and here's the sound was clear, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, for whatever reason, you know, I don't know why, but whatever it was about, they know why. Okay, but anyway, not like I was saying about the lying thing. I'm not going to sit up here and say that everyone that I have ever had any kind of relationship with lied about me. That's not true. But there have been, you know, particular folks who didn't like me, who was after me, so on and so forth. It looks like it's going to rain out there. It's been very nice these last few days. So it looks like it's going to rain. Okay. And that does sometimes the Wi-Fi and everything. Okay. But so, let's just see what we can do and get through this. Okay. Once again, I don't think that, I really don't. I don't think my dad really knew about what was going on. Again, my dad was in his own world. You know what I'm saying? Doing his own thing. That's just how he was, and that's just how he is. And I there's reasoning for that. Okay. I will not spread my father's business out into the world. But you know, people have trauma and stuff like that, and we're talking about a generation of people where, you know, they ain't talk about that type of shit. You just, you know, you just kept on going, especially black folks. And I ain't gonna even say especially black folks. I don't know what was going on in, you know, other people's cultures, you know, but where people may not have really had the finances even to, you know, that whole thing. Yeah, everybody can go seek some help nowadays from a psychologist, counselor, whatever. That was not always the case. These services were not always available for all people, you know. And even if they were, we're talking about, you know, my when I talk about my great grandfather, I'm talking about my father's grandfather. Okay, you know, coming from a religious background. Okay, very, very, you know, Pentecostal, Church of God in Christ, very strict. You know, the Lord gonna take care of it. Not the Lord gonna take care of it, but you know, these medicinal means that have been provided, you know, to us on earth. Not like that, you know, you pray and the Lord gonna take care of it, okay? Or just simply avoidance, right? But once again, I don't think he knew anything about it. But we're gonna find out tonight, because I'm not sure if he didn't, he didn't. You know, I'm not absolving him of the role that he should have played, okay, as a father in my life, okay? But I still, you know, do you know the specifics of it? Because I told him, you folks trying to kill me. I didn't tell who I thought was my mother at that time. This was a couple of years ago before I found out the truth, and he was just like, what? You know what? That's crazy, and you know, and it felt very sincere. It didn't feel like some fake shit, okay? Like with her, when I realized, oh, I see. You're part of this whole thing. Moving the fuck on. Again, I know you were spearheading shit, okay, with whatever important white men of importance that you had probably come across at the Cleveland Clinic, or God knows where, okay? Okay, but anyway, so But I wonder about his family's role. Now, I said the other night it was 5 girls and 5 boys. I'm wrong. It was 4 boys and 6 girls. My dad's the oldest. 4 boys and 6 girls. Okay, so 10 children altogether. And I do not in any way, shape, or form think that all of them knew anything about any of this. I don't doubt for one second that the vast majority of people probably looked at me and was like, that ain't that woman's child. It probably is. Okay? No, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Meaning that no one said that to them. But undoubtedly, okay, they were looking and realized that probably his child, biologically, but it damn sure ain't hers. Okay? I see 2 people in here. I'm asking, if you're going to come in here, you know how the YouTube thing go. Hit the thumbs up button. Okay? Regardless of who you are. If you're part of the Kill Me faction, but you're here, hit the thumbs up button. Shit. The slander brigade, but you're here, hit the thumbs up button. If you're supporters, okay, and are genuinely interested, please hit the thumbs up button. Okay? But whether you do or you don't, I'm going to continue to do what I do. Okay? So anyway, I want to find out, and I would not doubt that maybe 1 or 2, maybe possibly 3, well, knew that probably there's some kind of money involved in this. Do I think that they all knew, okay, that woman over there that raised her and her family over there trying to kill a girl? Okay. And probably lying her. And whatever that document that she had me sign, well, I already went over that, so I ain't going to go over that again. Okay. So like I say, so we're going to find out. I want to know, okay, how much my father knew from what I can get. Okay. Like I said, all information is not going to be revealed. And not all information is not going to be revealed to me. Okay, not all information will be revealed to me, but it damn sure all information ain't going to be revealed to y'all. Okay, but I am doing this publicly, but I just said all information, so some is going to be revealed. Okay, so we're going to see here. I'm trying to get some good shuffles in. What he might have known, or what any of them might have known, okay, in regards to any kind of financial, this whole thing. Okay, if I need people trying to take my life for some money, it got to be for money. What else is it for? I ain't did shit to none of y'all. So what the fuck else is it? But let you up in my fucking house and in my energy and shit, okay, which was a problem. Okay, like I'm some kind of battery or some goddamn shit. Okay, get into your own shit, your own resource that the good Lord done gave you. Okay, leave me fuck alone. Okay, all right. But anyway, okay, one more shuffle here. Okay, let me push this back a little bit. Five of Wands in reverse. The Hermit card, upright. 10 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Swords, upright. The Hierophant in reverse. I don't really want to talk about my father's family in regards to, the most I could talk about is my relationship to them, which is not much. My father's and the woman that raised me, they split up when I was about 3 years old. And I think they probably divorced, I don't know, a few years later or something. They used to come around, pick us up and all type of shit, cause a little trauma with that, But in regards to them, I really didn't see them much. When I was little, I would see some of them at church, because again, it was my great-grandfather's church, which was through my father. My grandmother lived right up the street from the church, so a lot of times on Sundays, at some My brother, we would ask, could we go, to see her, and we would walk down the street, but there wasn't really a relationship there. This is not the grandmother that I talk about when I say down south with. That was my father's stepmother. I'm talking about my father's biological mother. So, and then our family reunions, which there was never these huge, big family reunions, just mother, stepfather, their children, their children's children, and, at my grandmother's house. Okay. And that was about it. So I really didn't really know them that well. But I always felt when I would go around, the not feeling connected was not because the way it was with her. It was more so because I didn't really get to know them. Other than that, that was like the only time I really saw them. I did begin to see them a little bit more as I got older. Okay. But that's it, So I don't have really anything negative to say about them at all. I just don't. And I damn sure, oh, my uncle, that's right, my uncle, me and my father's brother, we both started going to church at the same time. I mean, I grew up in church, but then I got quote unquote saved, and so did he. And we were going to church at the same time. So I did get to spend a lot of time with him, okay? And get to know him, all right, which was really nice. Okay. But other than that, I don't have anything negative to say about them. And I wouldn't. Okay. But I don't see any kind of fighting here or competing here. I feel like everyone was just kind of focused on themselves. From what I'm doing the reading now, the tarot reading, focused on themselves, their home. Okay, there was some brokenness in that family dynamic. Okay, I'm feeling like some things that came undone. Okay, all right, and we're gonna move on. Okay, we have the Six of Wands upright, the Magician in reverse. Okay. Ace of Wands upright. Okay, and here we have the Emperor upright. Okay, and I feel like the traditional background that they came from, the very religious background that they came from, because like my great grandfather, he had been married, and him and his wife had a son. His wife died. I'm not quite sure when his son died, but I know that he died. But I have seen pictures of his son. It wasn't like he was little. He was an adult. Okay. Now, and then he married my great-grandmother, my father's grandmother. Okay. And he was 40, from what I was told, he was 40 years old. She was 18. We're talking about a long time ago. Okay. We're talking about I'm 51. Okay. Ain't like I'm 20 or 30. We're talking about a long time ago. Things were so different. Okay, she was a very beautiful woman. She was the youngest of, I think, 3 girls, or it might have been more than that. I know she had a brother. I believe she had a brother. Yeah, I don't know how many siblings there were, but I think she was the youngest. Okay, anyway, he wanted to marry her, and he did. It wasn't. I don't think there was a courting or anything. Court that woman. You know what I'm saying? No. From my understanding with the history that I've been told, okay? She was 18. She had dreams of her own that I don't know if anyone took seriously or not. I don't know. I just know it was this dream that she had has been shared a lot. And I'm not going to share it on here. Because Bama Juice over there, Mustard Brains, I had been given that me and her were related through my father's side, okay? And this bitch done already tried to contact my ancestors. You won't be my bloodline. No, bitch, never. Okay. But anyway, and we very, very well may be. I don't have a problem with that. Just because she's a fucking nut doesn't mean anything. You understand what I'm saying? But it could be obviously it would be very long distance, okay? But I wouldn't, because she just would want to use that as much as she possibly could. Now, I already know that she in some kind of communication with the lady who raised me, and probably that whole crazy faction folk. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay. I don't know if communication with any of them. I just don't feel like they would just be interested in no bullshit like that with her. Okay, or any of this shit. Like, whatever. Now, I ain't saying they wouldn't be interested in no money. Okay. I feel like their lives are more important to them than, you ain't got time for that shit. Moving the fuck on. There might be one or two or something like that, okay? And damn sure not gonna deal with her motherfucking ass. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Okay. I damn sure know my father would not, I don't believe, would deal with no bitch like that. Okay. Them other ones on that other side, yeah. Very low grade. Fuck. Okay. So back to this, okay? You get on there, all right, in the end of his story, you and him with the people. Because I feel like she already had tried to put her mouth on my family. Like, bitch, are you fucking nuts? And like I said, I don't know if she did. I just heard somebody say something, you know, how you gonna sit up there and talk about somebody's dead relatives. Okay, somebody she was tussling with. Okay. And I said, and I had a feeling at one point, I said, she probably over there talking about, you know, my family that are deceased, that I shared with her. And I ain't share nothing deep with that bitch about them. But she's the kind of low down, dirty, no good, skank, whore, nobody that would do some dumb shit like that for some change. Okay, and some dick. Okay. So, and to try to, you know, I don't make it look bad for the men's, you know, that type of shit. Okay. So anybody who would even follow and listen to somebody like that, y'all just dumb as fuck. Okay? At least I know who my family fucking is. But any motherfucking way. Okay? And then try to put some spiritual twist to it, like God told her. And maybe God did tell her, so she would make a big fool of herself, since he knew she was a waste of fucking everything. It's fucking misery that he wants to get the fuck rid of. Okay? So any motherfucking way. Okay. This, I feel like this kind of religious background and upbringing that they had, okay, they walked away from it. And fuck from, it's understandable why they did. Okay, shit, why anybody did? Oh, anybody have, okay, these churches and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like it was good for them, from what I'm seeing here in the cards. Okay, it was a good choice. Okay, better choice. Okay, for them in their lives. Okay, I do not see any, well, how can I say this? Hold on. Now, I don't see the black magic witchcraft bullshit, okay, here, like that woman he married, to manifest things for themselves. But I'm here like to tear down and evolve, okay, or devolve themselves to that low level. I don't know why, I'm either hearing, I think, abrasion or something like that. Just not a part of their collective mentality in general. Okay, not interested in that. Okay, there are other things to do. There are other ways here to manifest. Okay, and I feel like it could just simply be because of what I was saying was my great grandfather married my great grandmother. You know, she was 18. He was 40 years old. He was a preacher already. Okay. I believe, yeah, he was I don't know if he was a pastor at that point, but I know he was a preacher already. Oh yeah, he was. He was a pastor already, because he had started the church here already. Okay, and I know that because I had interviewed one of the original members. She was in her 90s when I interviewed her. Now let me tell you, I was in my 20s. Okay, when I interviewed, I still have it on cassette. Okay, because it was a historical landmark. It was the first church God in Christ church in the state of Ohio. Okay, and he was one of the founding fathers. He was commissioned by Bishop Mason to go start churches in various states, and that's what he did. Okay, so I interviewed her because, you know, I wanted the history and everything, and I thought about doing some historical work on it and everything. And the lady that I interviewed, she remembered his first wife. Okay. And she remembered when he married my great grandmother, and she remembered his son. I think she was a young girl, when I interviewed her, like I said, she was in her 90s. But I think she was a young girl when, at the church, and her memory. She was able to remember, not a small child, but, a young girl. So she remembered. And she shared so much information with me. And so the two of them, they had one child, a girl, and she had 10 children. And my father was the oldest. My father, I mentioned it before in another video. My father, there was one before him, but that child died as an infant, and then my father was born. Okay, at whatever point, but he's the oldest, and he almost died as an infant. But the story goes that she was able to get him to the hospital, on time. I can't remember what the something with his breathing or something like that. Okay, but he made it. Okay, and I feel that maybe this lack of interest in this, the black magic witchcraft and having, that be your family tree, on your family tree and all that kind of stuff, and that's your legacy and all of that type of shit, like the woman he married, okay, and them. I think it has something to do with just their heritage from him, from my great grandfather. And I talked about it before. I'm gonna keep on talking about it. I don't give a fuck. Okay. He was even the Azusa Street revival. Okay, for you all, you can go look up the history, but for you all that are familiar, he was the first convert there. So he became the first born again Christian at the Azusa Street revival. Very, very. Now I knew he was well known in the Church of God in Christ. Obviously, he was one of the founding fathers. Okay, but my aunt, my dad's sister, she was in the military for years, and she was overseas a lot, and she was like, he's known overseas. They know who he is overseas, So it's just a rich history there. And I feel like because of that, because I'm looking at this Emperor card, I feel like this represents him, that this is who he is. Yes. And he pretty much ruled like this. At least with my understanding, at least with my grandmother, okay, with his daughter, they say he was very strict. Very strict. And she married my dad's dad. I think they said when she was like, I had the wedding picture and everything when she was like 16 years old, just to get away from there, to get out of that situation, because they say he was so strict on her. Okay. But I think, and my dad lived with him. I don't know how old my dad was. I think maybe in his teens, or maybe even a little younger. He lived with his grandparents, my great grandfather and my great grandmother. Okay, my uncles lived with my dad's father and the other woman that he married at that point, which was my step grandmother. Okay, and I even think my aunt lived with, like my dad did, live with my great grandparents as well. Okay, but I think that kind of upbringing, whether it was a conscious thing, or not, just in their bloodline, no. I ain't saying they're Christian, they walked away from that, okay, and found other philosophies and spiritual avenues that worked for them, okay, but still, they're just, very spiritual people, okay, just not interested in doing no shit like that, okay. I'm hearing like, why? In one of them's voice too, like, why? Why do that? Why live like that? Why go through that? Why put that off on somebody else? Okay, that's not my shit. I'm not interested. Now, I did hear a story of one of my aunts, maybe two of my aunts, getting into some kind of stuff like that when they were teenagers. And I think the end result was like, no, thank you. But I don't know if it's true. This is what the church folks say. But church folks talk a whole lot of shit. Okay, just like everybody else, and a bunch of fucking liars too. But I'm not saying they were wrong. I never asked my aunt for what shit. If they was fucking teenagers, but not doing anything to anyone. I think they practice some shit themselves, elevating in the room or some shit like that. But I don't know. Never asked. Okay, the world card upright. Some woman at the church told me, "Well, bitch, what you telling me for?" That's my aunt, and as you should. Okay. Nine of Cups in reverse. Want to just fucking gossip. Okay. Two of Swords upright. That's when, when I talked the other day about you old bitches. That might have been when I felt that at that moment. You old bitch. I didn't ask you that shit. You tell me shit about my fucking family, whether I talk to them or not. Whether I know them that well or not. I don't think she knew one way or the other. Okay, people be looking for shit. Just looking to talk. Just looking to run their fucking mouth. Okay, mind your business and your family and what your people doing and what you doing or what you ain't doing, what you need to be doing. Okay, all right. And I do see that. I feel like from what I'm seeing here, them moving away from the the Christian community. And I don't even know if I should say the Christian community or just the Church of God in Christ, because honey, them people, they used to call that a cult back in the day. That was a lot of this shit. All this shit is cultish. Okay, but then walking away from that, ending that, because it didn't just end it. I feel like in their family structure. See, I went to seminary. I went to the Interdenominational Theological Center in Atlanta, Georgia. At that seminary, there was Kojic, Baptist, Presbyterian, Christian Methodist, Episcopal, United Methodist, and just another. It wasn't a denomination, just for others that did not fall under any of those denominations, and each. We all had our own seminary, under this broad umbrella. So we all took the same, classes together and everything. The only thing that was different was we took our church's polity and our church's history. And, the way, from my understanding, from what I remember back then, the way Kojic worked was, it had my great-grandfather, he didn't have any sons at that point. Like I said, his son died, okay? He only had his daughter, and they wasn't ordaining women back then. I don't think they do now either. I don't know. I haven't been around there in forever. Okay. But had any of my uncles, stayed in the church and, did the whole church thing and became ministers and stuff, one of them probably would have ended up becoming the pastor of the church when my great-grandfather died. Okay. And the bishop. Okay, because he was the bishop. Okay, so they probably would become, it was like automatic. From what I remember back then, it's like this. It would automatically kind of go to, the son or the next of kin. Okay, but that wasn't the road that they took. Okay, any of them. Okay, one of my aunts, she would go to church for a while. Like I said, I remember her being there when I was little, but she's not anymore. She's gone on, taking another spiritual route. Okay, all right, and none of them, not one, are part of that. Well, my uncle, who, like I said, who got saved when I did, we got quote unquote saved at the same time. I don't think I believe he's probably still in the church, but not Church of God in Christ. Damn sure not that church. Okay, but nevertheless, so I feel like from what I'm seeing here in the cards, that was just like, I don't feel like that was a happy thing, for my great-grandfather, probably my great-grandmother, them, deciding another route, for their lives and not carrying on that familial legacy through that denomination, okay, and through that religion, okay, in that form of spirituality, okay. The High Priestess, Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Excuse me. And I can tell you one thing. If that bitch was over there talking about my family, my great-grandparents, my great-grandfather, because that's what I told her about, okay? Because I saw some past life energy there that supposedly I shared with this bitch. And I believe in my downloads and what I'm giving. So, and I've done past life reading for people before. I ain't never had nobody have an issue with it. It all resonated with their motherfucking ass. So I don't have with it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, that ain't right, that was wrong, just because she's a fucking bitch and a fucking nut. No. Okay. But see, bitch, you didn't get, like I said in the blackout, you didn't get the whole bitch, because you too busy. Somebody, whatever that crazy ass shit you was doing. Okay, I don't give a fuck. That's your motherfucking ass, okay? But you didn't get the whole story, and I already talked about it on the blackout. Bitch, you wasn't no fucking relation. Thank God. You were no blood relation. It was like you was picked up out of the fucking garbage can. Because whoever your goddamn mama was didn't even want your motherfucking ass. History repeating itself. Okay. Like a fucking experiment, like you are now. Okay. Well, shit, we all experimented on. Okay. But your shit was very intentional. Okay. Let me go right in there and tell you about that and do a video. He said. But what I was gonna say, you know, your motherfucking ass hooked up with that woman who raised me. And damn woman, if you watching, you sure know you wrong and pitiful for that. And hooking up with a nut like that just to get some fucking money. Because he was the one, I drove him around the bishop. I worked in the bishop's office too. I was always with the bishop, always with one of the bishops. Here go to history. If you did that, you're fucking disgrace. And mustard, I ain't talking. You're a fucking disgrace if you did. And you listened to her. If she did. I ain't going back to look. But I knew when I heard the sister say, she's over there talking about people's dead relatives and shit. I said, oh, that's me. Because she thought she had some juice to embarrass some fucking body. You ought to be the one embarrassed to go to them low levels just to try to make yourself look like a relevant human being. Yes, ma'am. False mama. You're a disgrace if you participated in that. Gaia, go in there and stir that meat around, babe. Fucking disgrace. Thank you for the one thumbs up. And what that church supposedly meant for you. Well, not the church, but the role you played. And, you know, I'm going to do another video about this shit. When I really think about it. You know, I don't think I'm going to go into it today. Like I said, me and my dog, we're going to watch a movie. But when I really think about it, how fucking disgraceful of you. Because you want fucking money. You let a turd like that with her nasty, foul spirit to come in and say any motherfucking thing. About these people who gave you a life and gave you a sense of relevancy. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Skank bitch. Talked about all of them. And you sat there and you knew. Disgusting. made you feel like somebody. It gave you some sense of worth and some sense of being known in the jurisdiction and probably beyond. Yes, through the other pastor who came after him. But you was around there with him too, with my great grandfather too. If this is true, and I'm hearing it is, a fucking turd, a no one. Somebody straight from somebody's fucking the bottom of somebody's garbage can. Something, a person who's eating somebody's shit out. And let her run her foul mouth on family and home. I ain't talking about that raggedy family of yours. I'm talking about real family and home. Because that's what they did for you. And entrusted you to a whole fucking lot. For some money. You try to make me look bad. Kill a bitch. Kill a spirit, kill a soul, kill a mind, all that kind of dumb shit. How pathetic. Okay. That's what I said. The love of money is the root of all evil. Okay. But we're going to take that in context. Yeah, I love it. People love it. It gives them, you know. But we're talking about people who would do anything and go to the stoop to the lowest of levels. Like this. Anybody who would join teams with her is just stooping to the lowest of levels. Especially a grown-ass, fucking old-ass woman. To let them talk about her kinship. I'm talking about me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about real kinship. Real historical figures. And she just so dumb. And you knew she was dumb as fuck. You knew she was a fucking insult to her own reality. And if I'm wrong, when I say I'm wrong, I don't mean not one damn one word I'm saying about that bitch. If she wasn't talking about him, fine. But from my understanding, she was. All right. Okay. So let me continue on. Okay. So like I said, I feel like they, moved forward. Maybe not knowing exactly what direction to go in, but they knew they was going to get the hell up out of there. Okay, to a level of deeper spirituality where they felt something that was, what's the word, that they resonated with. Okay, that spoke to them. Okay, as people. Okay, or their soul, spirit, whatever the hell. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, I feel like it brought them balance. Okay. I feel like they felt liberated. I don't feel like they felt liberated where they were. Okay. Walked away from something that didn't serve them. Okay. And I feel like they have been blessed as a result of it. I mean, all of my father's brothers and sisters. Okay, like I said, I haven't talked to any of family in a couple of years. Okay, but I feel like all my brothers and sisters, okay, are still alive. All did very well in life. Look good. Okay, look like they take care of themselves. Okay, not walk around with weird ass strange diseases don't nobody know about because it done came from all your black magic witchcraft and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, and all that kind of crazy ass sick ass shit. I'm not saying these people, never did nothing wrong and all that kind of stuff. I'm doing a reading trying to find out if they knew anything about any. I don't know. Yeah. Or if they participated in any way, even if it was one or two of them, goddamn. Okay, so I'm going to continue on. I'm going to do another spread. A fucking turd. Mustard brains over there. Maybe that's why I was gonna say mustard greens, because you know greens move your bowels. Okay. How you gonna laugh at somebody having the quote unquote shits because they went to another country and ate the food there and all the shit? You just a fucking idiot. I talked to one lady about it one time. She said that happens all the time. She travels. World traveling, she said it happens all the time. Okay. Well, most people know that. Except for stupid brains over there. So what got you clogged up now, bitch? Yeah. I went to... Okay. So I like to know. Like I said, I don't feel as though that was just a general reading, okay, on their background. And they pretty much said, no, they weren't going to participate in notes, anything like that in general. You know, they their manifestation exercise is go to work, goddamn. You understand what I'm saying? Even if they did do a spell or two to manifest some money, something like that. I'm not picking up anything about, let's kill folk. Get what we want. Let's go kill the bitch. Let's go kill the girl. Let's kill her. Because them white people that left us. Duh. Fucking idiots. Low down. Low class. Idiots. I ain't talking about them. Okay. Two more shuffles here. All right, let's get into it here. Let me see what else we can pick up on. Nine of Swords, upright. Okay, the Judgment card, upright. Letting vomit all in my house. Nothing of a nigga in my fucking house. The fuck. Ace of Cups, upright. Nine of Wands, upright. Five of Cups, upright. You probably helped the nigga sabotage my shit. Why did I just hear I did? Wow. Well, I mean, I understand. You don't like me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's just a fact of, golly, you know. We're going to stick to this because we know you don't like my motherfucking man. I don't give a fuck about that. But we're going to stick to this. Okay? Right? And what I mean is in terms of your, you know, you just all the way up under the fucking, you know, garbage can to even connect yourself, you know, with somebody you know got mental issues online just to try to do it me for money. Who, you know, fine, whatever. Birds of a feather, y'all flock together. Okay? But what I mean is to listen to her berate your kinship, who gave you a fucking life and a fucking reality. Because you damn sure didn't have it coming from over there. And that's why you stayed at the church, because you didn't like the church no motherfucking way, which you have expressed in many ways without just outright saying it. Why? Because they gave you, you know, feel like something. Gave you a reality, like I fucking said. So you just gonna let a turd that you don't even know. A nothing, a nobody, a waste, unloved, unwanted, all of that shit. I don't give a fuck what she say. And you knew she crazy as hell. For money? Now, I could be wrong. No. So it's one thing if it's me. Okay, whatever. But you accept you're part and parcel to that. Yeah, your fucking family. What difference do it make to them? I'm talking about you. Your motherfucking ass. Okay. Now, anyway. Well, I don't know if this is just about my father or if this has something to do with any of them. I don't know. Okay. But there's obviously some regret here. There's obviously some, this Nine of Swords energy. Okay. Anguish. I just can't believe it's like, torment. Okay. I'm hearing like, why didn't I help? Why didn't I participate? Now, let me understand what that means. Mm-hmm. Someone is hurt here. Anguish. I'm hearing depression, sadness, a lot of sadness. I mean, like dark spirited days. There were some dark spirited days. I don't feel like that means like a dark spirit, like an entity or evil spirit. I feel like that means, just like a cloud hanging over their head. Okay. This person, now this may be something someone is dealing with right now. Okay. This person wants to be set free, wants to be liberated from this. Okay. And there is love here, but this person is closed off to it or guarded, afraid. But I feel like it's more so because, hold on. Oh, well, I don't know what my glasses are. Okay. I had them early. There they go. Okay. I feel like it's more so not because afraid of change. I'm hearing something about fear of choice, but also I mean, you know how somebody could just act such a goddamn fool. Okay, so much so to the point where they want to they want to be liberated, will see the need for it, but the fear and the being guarded is based off of their choices, or afraid to be open, afraid of how they will be received, okay, or if they will be received at all, okay, because of their choices, okay. Because I feel like this sadness, depression, dark spirited days, etc., is based off of choices that they made. I wish I would have this. I wish I would have that. Like I said a few minutes ago. I'm not sure what that's about yet. And so there is regret here. Okay. I mean, it's about home, vanished, and gone. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Page of Wands. Upright. Knight of Swords. In reverse. Okay. The Death card in reverse. The Hermit card upright. Okay. Reading for entertainment purposes only. Goddamn. Okay. Could have done better than this. Okay. This may be my dad's energy. Okay. Could have been a better father, I'm hearing. All right, but I'm hearing also there is an energy talking about a mother could have been a better mother, and I damn sure don't think that's about you. You don't give a fuck. To this day, you don't care. You want what you want. we got that read already. The lengths that you went to. And you still own it. Yeah. Of course you are. You thrive off of it. It's what gives you life. And the interesting thing is, it's what I'm hearing, it's what gives you breath, but we know what you're dealing with that. It just came out of the fucking blue. I thought that shit was weird as hell. Might have been a warning or some shit. I don't know. Because they came right at that time when, you know, the shit was hitting the fan. Right before that. And I'm looking like these motherfuckers are trying to kill my motherfucking ass. And I don't know why. Because I started a YouTube channel. I mean, people can't be that stupid. All you gotta do is it's an app on the goddamn phone. Hit the record button, goddamn. Okay. Is it that fucking deep? For some people it is. But now I know that it's more than that. Okay. But anyway. Okay. I feel like this person here, whoever this is, whatever this, if it's one person or it's embodying more than one person or whatever, okay, they are put in a position where they're doing a lot of, you know, some reflecting, okay, having to go within. This person might be alone, like there's a feel, I don't know, but it's like they have no one, or there's a feeling that there's no one there, okay. I'm hearing like they're not a lucky lot or a lucky soul, okay, they're on their own here. Okay, the movement, the fast movement to just do whatever without regards to others, of course, that shit has come to a close. Okay, that shit has stopped, has ceased. You know? Okay. But yet, there hasn't been a change in terms of, I feel like, they haven't done the work to change. Okay. The shit might have stopped, but they haven't done the work to change. Okay? Okay, let's continue on. Four of Cups, upright. Six of Wands, upright. Okay? And the Queen of Swords, in reverse. And whoever this energy is, whoever this person is, they are still being, to this day, they are still being offered something that will make them feel victorious, or that will give them the victory that they need. Okay. Where they can be victorious, basically, and they can, you know, move forward out of this energy. I mean, but they are afraid to live, learn, let go, release. I'm here to their own demise. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, upright. I mean, in reverse, excuse me. In reverse. Okay. The Star here, in reverse. Okay. The Ace of Wands, upright. They don't want to look, okay, look at themselves. Look at what was built here as a result of this. Look at what they created. Okay. I'm too afraid to see is what I'm hearing. Challenged by it all. I can't believe I let go of this. Let go of her. I don't know if this is my father talking about me. I don't know. Okay. Or if this resonates with you, please allow it to. I ain't the only one. Okay. All right. To let go of her energy and move on and forward, okay, in a way that was no, you know, like no longer serving me, or that was not serving me, to no good, okay, to my end, okay, to, I'm hearing something about my self-destruction. All right. Okay. So, let me see. Yes. Someone knew. I'm asking, did anyone in this family know what she was doing to me? I'm hearing someone knew. They were well aware. They weren't like sure and that they were not involved, I'm hearing. But they were aware that something was awry. Okay, that something was up. Something, I'm hearing something didn't go planned as well as they thought it would. Who was they? As they thought it would. Who is that? They thought things would go better, I'm hearing, in your life based off of tales they were told by them. I'm trying to figure out who the by them is. See, I just keep hearing there were others involved. See, it's folk involved in this shit I don't even know about. I probably don't even know. Okay. Interesting how people could just be talking about you and in your life and all of that type of shit. You don't even know the motherfuckers. Never heard of them, never seen them, and all this type of shit. Okay, what is that? Okay. But there was at least one who was aware, well aware. Hold on. It was, I'm hearing no. I'm asking this, was it my dad? No. He was not aware. He was not understanding of what was happening because of his own dynamic. Okay. Off to the hills, okay. Doing what he knew to do best. Women. Okay. I feel in money. Okay. All right, because he did well financially. Okay, very, I'm hearing, okay. As well as others, I'm hearing, okay, in his family. They all did well financially. They all do well. Okay, they're just well off folk. Okay, and I just feel like it's a heritage lineage type of thing. Okay, you know how they say the blessings of the father on the child. Okay, the curse of the father on the child, that type of thing. Okay, and their father, meaning their grandfather, I'm not talking about their fathers, okay, were a blessing to them, is what I'm hearing, okay? I mean, he didn't always carry the big stick correctly, okay? He did some things, okay? He had some ways and some things about him. He was a very short man, okay? So they say he was like a tyrant. What he said went. Well, no ifs, ands, buts about that shit. You know, that's how you have to run the classroom. Okay? As a substitute teacher. Okay. But anyway, all right. But I am hearing there might have been, well, there was at least one who was aware upon sight. Something right there. Okay. But I'm going to let that go and move on with my life is what I'm hearing. Okay. And that's okay. Shit, you know, people got to do what they got to do. Okay. I just want to see if any of them was involved in, let me get on the group that wants to kill her. For some money. They weren't a part of that. But they might have knew something that was going on as time went on. I'm hearing. Okay. That wasn't too cool, wasn't too kosher. Okay. And it wasn't all of them. Okay. They was off living their life, minding their own business. Okay. I feel like they knew she wasn't my mother, though. Okay. All right, but that's all I have so far. Like I said, I'm about to make this taco salad for me and my daughter. Okay. We're going to enjoy us a movie or two. Okay. I may have to go out and get that sour cream. Okay. A cookie or some shit like that for a taco salad. All right. Okay. I feel like that's it. Okay. Y'all have favor. Peace.